I want to welcome the legend, the king of Jacksonville.
Random Acts Podcast.
I don't think you want to accept that one, dog.
Yo,
what's the deal?
What's good? Welcome back. We in the building. Episode 28. God damn. Episode 28. Midcarders and Catering Podcast. We are here, man. We back. And we have a very special guest with us today. You know what I'm saying? Like this guy right here. I've been kicking it with bruh for some years, you know what I mean? Like we go back to like, you know, Nike talk and shit like that. So without further ado, I want to welcome the legend, the king of Jacksonville.
Random Acts Podcast.
I don't think you want to accept that one, dog.
I know I had to fuck with him on that one. But yeah, we got Random Acts Podcast on Ampaveli. What's good, bro?
Yes, sir. Good talking to you, brothers, man. Well, we ain't even talk yet, but good being on the show, man, because I don't get to talk wrestling a lot. So I'm happy to be on like,
Yeah. And that's kind of like really one of the reasons why one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to bring you on here, because I know like on your own platform, like you be like, yo, like this is not a wrestling podcast, so I don't really talk about wrestling a whole lot. So it's kind of like I wanted to give you that branch to come over here and, you know what I'm saying, talk wrestling with us and everything that matters.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna get problematic the first minute in this motherfucker. I say it all the time. It's only three wrestling podcasts that matters: Midcarders and Catering, A Show, and Black Announce Table. If it ain't one of them three, it's ass. I don't care who get mad at it. It's ass if it's not one of them three. I tried listening to y'all other nigga shit. Y'all shit ass. I don't care. I don't care who get mad.
Hey, listen, man. Look, we appreciate that. We appreciate the shout out, like always, man. Like,
always,
this is why we do it. You know what I'm saying? This is a big part of why we do this shit, man. Other than like giving more black platforms for the wrestling community, for sure, man. But just to be out, like we almost at a year. You know what I'm saying? Like we at the end of the summer, it'll be a whole year in. So to be able to get this type of praise and accolades already is just really like greatly appreciated from you guys, especially from you, Amp. You know what I'm saying? Like you are deep in this podcasting game. You know what I mean? Like what episode y'all on? Like 470 by now?
Yeah, 470.
Yeah, like that's
doing
crazy.
It a long time.
Yeah, man. Like it's going back to.
Yeah, I salute y'all because y'all consistent with it. The quality good, the convo's good. Y'all don't do no pandering. Y'all don't do no tap dancing. Y'all keep shit how it is, and I respect that shit.
Yeah, we ain't angling for no job and no shit like that, man. So you know.
Oh
like
wow.
I'm just putting that. Hey, dog. I mean, it is what it is, man. Shit.
Hey, listen, man. You gotta call it how. You gotta call it how it is.
I'm gonna be real about it, dog. Like that was some shit.
Hey, listen.
Just gave a nigga a bone, man. That's all.
Hey, listen,
did.
Yeah, bro. I ain't never seen that shit, bro. That's some mysterious shit right there.
and to think that we know people that have been like caught, like been, you know, slandered and saying like, oh, you trying to just get a job with this company, you just trying to get a job with that company, and then, you know, it happens with another individual and people fall silent on that shit. You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of crazy to see that. You know what I mean? Like it's just not like we're like keep that same energy. You know what I mean? But instead is, hey, good job, nigga, good job. Yeah,
called that nigga one of the leaders of black wrestling or some shit like that. I seen that. I was like, okay.
That's nasty.
I was like, all right, bet. So
yeah, all right.
This monkey swaggerless.
Anyway, Yeah. Anyway, on that note, so Amp, since this is your first time coming on, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, we always ask our guests just to get more in-depth history of them and their whole, like, everything about them and like what made them a fan of wrestling. I have to ask, this is our knuckleheads version of who was the first person to bust your ass, but instead, like, who was the wrestler that got your attention, that got you into pro wrestling, that made you a fan from day one?
Well, shit. And well, in general, I started watching wrestling because of my dad. My dad used to always watch wrestling. I forgot what's the show that used to be on during the 90s. It used to be like a Saturday show. We used to
Saturday
always
Shotgun.
watch. Probably it used to be like a Saturday morning show, like every Saturday morning. And they used to cook breakfast, and then like we'll eat, and then we'll watch that show. And then one of the wrestlers, like first wrestlers that like ever stood out to me was like the Undertaker. Like he used to be on that shit. He used to be doing like my first memory was it was like they were doing like an angle. I think Undertaker had got like buried alive or something like that, or he like missing or something. And they were doing angles where they were like going around from like city to city. It was like some kind of like Bigfoot shit. Like, did you spot the Undertaker? And that's like one of my first like wrestling memories.
Yes,
and I remember that. I remember that shit used to scare me because I thought wrestling was real. Yeah. I was thinking like it was a big ass white man just roaming around the United States, and they were just looking for his ass. So that shit used to scare me. My pops used to like troll me. He was like, you see the Undertaker over there? I just seen him run through the bushes. Like he used to scare the shit out of me. But like that was like one of my first wrestling memories.
That shit crazy. Speaking of Undertaker, though, I remember when I was a kid and I was watching him trying to embalm Stone Cold. He was trying to leave the hospital and shit. Then Kane came in there and saved him. Like that was wild. Yeah, I thought that shit was real back then too. Like, oh hell no! Like they really trying to kill this nigga on live TV.
Yeah, like I remember because when he said the buried alive, this must have been the first buried alive that he did with like Mankind when he first got buried alive.
It might have not been a buried alive because this shit was, now that I think about it, it was like around like 95, 94. So it wasn't a buried alive. It was something else. It was something where like the Undertaker was just like missing, and they were just like going from like city to city, saying they spotted the Undertaker and shit like that.
I think this might have been around that time they was pulling out that fake Undertaker or some shit. It sounds like
probably.
Damn, so you definitely started before me because I mean, like I said before, it was about 97 for me. But I remember like being around, like I can't remember if it was like older cousins or like maybe one of my uncles. Like they would have it on like Saturday morning, they'd be watching it and whatnot. Because at the time, at least I kind of knew who like Hulk Hogan was. I knew who Undertaker was. But I wasn't into it just as of yet until like 96, 97 time. But yeah, that's really, really cool. So
I remember going over Taker. Yeah, I remember going over my cousins. I got real deep into it around the same time as you. Like my cousin, they had that illegal cable. So we used to go over there. I used to go to their house every Monday, and we used to swap the TV from WCW to WWF.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that right there brings it up because it was like, around that time was when Nitro would come on at 8, and then like Raw would. I think Raw came on at the same time too, but they moved it up an hour, just because the NWO had that first hour of WCW, and if you wanted to see the NWO, you had to watch that first hour, and then by that time they then switched over to WCW, and you kind of like, well, Raw on, so let me switch over to USA and watch that shit over there. You definitely unlock some memories.
Definitely. Hey, y'all niggas remember when they used to have that dog show used to come on? And niggas had to wait till like 1 o'clock in the morning to watch Raw.
Man, I used to hate that shit, dog. I used to hate that shit, man. I used to get so mad. Like that Westminster, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that was what you was right. Westminster dog show.
Yeah, that bullshit, man. I was like, you bitch ass nigga.
Nigga, I almost put a Vic jersey on. Oh, man, man, I don't give a fuck about no damn dogs, nigga.
All these old ass white ladies run their little dogs around and shit, the little golf claps and everything. I'm like, bro, I don't want to like. I remember I forgot about that shit, man. I turned it on. I think it was something with Shawn Michaels or something with DX or some shit like that. I was like, man, I can't wait to see this shit. I turned it on, dog. I see this little old ass white lady running around with this dog. Like, man, what the fuck is this shit? Like,
matter of fact, it would be that, or it could be like tennis. Tennis would get in the way of that shit too.
Oh yeah, tennis. Yes.
Yeah, because tennis would come like it would be like Wimbledon or some shit going on at that time, and then like they would have because at that time I didn't know Raw was taped. You know what I'm saying? We was young as hell. We like 10 years old at the time and shit like that. So we ain't know Raw was taped. We thought that shit was always live or whatever. But yeah, you'll cut on USA at 8 o'clock. Next thing you know, you seeing Andre Agassi over here doing the serve. You like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, I want like what wrestling on? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that used to piss me clean off.
Yeah. But yeah, man, but that's really cool. Like to just jump back and like talk about those things and everything of that matter. Because we know, like, you know, that was another thing that kind of like, you know, brought me to getting to know you a little better was like seeing how much of a fan of wrestling that you was and shit like that. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So here go another homie I can talk, you know what I'm saying, I can talk about wrestling with, or at least see they funny ass takes on social media, you know what I'm saying, as we like live watching it and everything like that. So
hey, no, one of the funniest takes this nigga had, dogs, when Bobby Lashley beat Riddle into Amnesia. And this nigga said Bobby Lashley starting Black History Month off right. That shit was stupid as a motherfucker, dog. Because Bobby just whooped his ass, dog, and then he had MVP like, man, you don't want to kill the man. You know?
What was it? This during Thunderdome? This is during Thunderdome?
It was Thunderdome era, dog. Yeah. Man, he threw Riddle over the shit, and then Riddle got up like, who am I? What happened? I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that was right. That was right before Lashley. Cause you remember like a streak of Lashley just beating up niggas. Like he was just beating up nothing but black people. I was like, all right, bro, this is kind of ridiculous.
He was like, then he finally beat up Riddle. He's like, yes, finally, a white man. February 1st. There we go.
Shit was stupid as the motherfucking dog. I was like, oh man.
But yeah, but that's really dope to be able to just jump into that real quick and everything, just to get you know some surface level reading there and seeing like you know exactly what brought you to wrestling and everything, because like we all do, we all have a story about like exactly how we got locked into wrestling, how we became fans of, because really it was like a second version of cartoons for us as kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, damn near.
Yeah, like it was nighttime cartoons for us that we would talk about the next day at school and shit like that. So to be able to, you know,
I know this y'all podcast, man. I got a question for y'all boys.
No,
because you know niggas always, because you know it's always the connotation of like nerds watch wrestling.
Yeah.
As three brothers, can we all agree that even though niggas watch wrestling, bro, that never stopped niggas from getting girls?
Oh no.
Can we admit that? That's always the connotation that like, as soon as I got with the bitches, I stopped watching wrestling. Like, bro, that never stopped the nigga ever.
That never stopped me. Like, okay, so I'll say this, like, okay, like it was certain points. Some of the reasons why I kind of like, I wanted to even say I stopped watching wrestling, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I was always tapped in, even when I wasn't watching consistently. Yeah. So like when you make it to like high school and shit like that, yeah, my attention kind of goes to other things like girls and sports and you know what I'm saying, like school and that nature. So really I wasn't so tapped into that, but it wasn't because I didn't think wrestling was cool anymore. It was just like I just didn't have the time. You know what I'm saying? That went all the way until I first started college. But then I just started to get back into it, you know what I'm saying, on a regular basis. And in between all that, I would still tell girls, like, you know, they'd be like, yeah, what you doing? I'm like, yeah, I'm watching wrestling. Like, you watch wrestling? That's cute. Exactly. And that's that. Like they thought it was cute that I watched wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
The funniest shit though, when you tell them that, they actually get interested to be telling you, like, you know, oh, I used to love wrestling. Like this one girl, like I kind of called
her. Most of them do though. Most of them like watching wrestling.
I got a story. Yeah. She was telling me like her favorite wrestler back in the day was Hulk Hogan. I'm like, oh, you gotta get you off of that one, man. We gotta get you off of that one. But no, like they'll sit up there and ask about the shit. They'll watch that shit with you. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly, yeah.
The motherfuckers that do that shit, they be saying like they can't get girls because they watch wrestling. Like, bitch, you swaggerless. So that's probably why you can't do this.
You
shit,
just
nigga.
A lame nigga, really.
You don't take showers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like you Probably one of the motherfuckers they be talking about. That probably be like in the DMs of the other wrestlers and shit. No, yeah, man, come on now.
Yeah,
like just be yourself, nigga. Like
yeah, like it's like I never been anything I've been interested in, like from anime, the fuck. Like I said, I have multiple interests outside of wrestling, like anime, sneakers, like you know what I'm saying, like everything. Like none of that has ever took a girl to say like, "Oh, you a lame nigga." You lame as fuck. Like never, like that's never happened. Like they always, if anything, they've loved that I've had interest, and I'm not just some regular ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but still, it's just like I feel like in a sense, like us three in here, we're very multifaceted, so that makes women attracted to us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because of that. Yeah. Like, but no, because the thing is, like I said, like Ant said, and it's wild because both y'all name is Ant, and I'm trying to make sure I say it right. But like Ant said,
the two Anthonys in the building.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But
hold on. Before you get started, Amp, that's like your abbreviation for your whole name, or
no? Okay, so this Amp is from Florida shit. So if you in Florida and your name is Anthony or Antonio, they're gonna call you Amp. I don't know why. They just do it. That's just a Florida thing.
No, because the craziest thing is AMP. Those are my initials. That's why I was
that's crazy.
That's crazy. Motherfucker.
Damn. That's
it don't mean anything. It's just some Florida shit. Like niggas just forced the name on me, and I just took it. Like ever since I was like elementary, like they're like, hey, bro, what's your name? Anthony. Oh, what's up, Amp? And like it's just like one of them things. So it's just like one of them. I'm like, all right, I'm Amp, whatever.
Yeah, it just kind of stuck. Yeah. That's cool though. That's cool. And that is wild that's literally your initials, Ant. That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow, that shit.
But yeah, like I was saying, with girls, like they either had like a brother or an uncle or their dad or their grandfather. They'd be like, oh yeah, my granddad or my daddy, they used to be watching wrestling. I used to be watching wrestling with them too. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Even though they don't watch currently and shit like that, they know, men watch wrestling. Like it is what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I never, the connotation of like girls don't like me because I watch wrestling is not really the thing. It's girls don't like you because you're a loser. Like that's really what that is.
You're an incel. You want to be red pill ass niggas. So that's probably why they don't fuck with you, man.
And like you were saying, and when you were saying like, that's you the niggas that be like in the DMs of wrestlers and like quote tweeting them all the time and stalking them all the time and shit. Like that's why. That's why you are where you are.
Or they probably be chasing after, I'm not even gonna say it.
Yeah. We ain't even gonna worry about that shit.
I'm gonna say it.
But I think, you know what I'm saying? I think we got a few newsworthy items to talk about. We got Ant here. I mean, we got Amp. Good Lord.
I mean
well, it is Ant. So shit. We got Amp here. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna tap into a few newsworthy things real quick. So let's get into it.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
So I guess I want to start. All right, let's since I'm gonna say we were slandering this shit on a lot on our podcast, but you know what I'm saying, we did try to have some truths to like the All In Wembley show. You know what I mean? So it's looking like, you know what I'm saying, it's looking successful for them. They haven't announced no card yet. Right now, as it stands, pre-sale wise, they are up to, I believe, 45,000. Oh no, they up to 50K now. 50K in sales as of yesterday. So this stadium is a 90,000 seat filler stadium. So it's not bad.
I'll say this. It's good for them. A lot of their fans are like them British motherfuckers we hiding behind those them little avatars and shit. You can't really see their face and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Rovert or whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I'm saying? People like that. So they definitely gonna show out for this shit because this is their type of wrestling. They like wrestlers sticking thumbs up each other's asses and we're doing circles and shit like that. So they gonna like that shit.
Yeah, so because I do know that for a fact that AEW's biggest viewership comes from the UK. Actually, we all know like the US numbers is not holding up to par to what. I mean the reactions of like this show right here, because if you look at the ratings this past week, they actually dropped down 100,000 in viewership this week. So they usually pulling in about 800K, but this week I think they went to 700,000. So I know a lot of people, a lot of like the tribalism side of Twitter, they want to sit up here and butt heads over this and everything, talk shit, saying like, oh, WWE couldn't sell out Wembley. Listen, if Clash at the Castle was at Wembley, they was going to do at least 80,000 in there.
See, somebody brought up a great fucking point. Somebody said, I think it was Raj Giri. He said because when they did at Cardiff, that was a bigger impact because there was only like 480,000 people that live in Cardiff, and they had about 6,000 people in there.
Exactly.
That's huge. Yeah. So I think they would have took that to Wembley. They probably would have sold that bitch out.
Yeah, they probably could have did at least 80. They could have did about 80 in there, but then they try to say that the Money in the Bank is going to be in O2 Arena, and O2 Arena is I think 20,000. They doing O2 Arena to play it safe because they know they couldn't do Wembley, and it's like, bro, like, come on, man, like,
bro, like Money in the Bank, man. And here's the thing about that shit: Money in the Bank is like their 5th biggest pay-per-view. Now you say if they do like a SummerSlam over there, or even a Royal Rumble, they could probably do Wembley.
Royal Rumble at Wembley would be insane, though.
Yeah,
like,
so it's
because again, like this, one of the reasons why I kind of doubted AEW with this a little bit. Well, I at least said, I told them, what I said like 30K.
About 30K.
I said they could do about 30K in the stadium. The reason why I kind of doubted is because around this time, this is Premier League soccer time. You know what I'm saying? You're doing this at Wembley. Like, if people got to choose history-wise, if people got to choose a Premier League game over wrestling, they're going to go to the Premier League game. Soccer is the biggest sport in the world, bro.
Now, I will give them this because I was on the whole thing of they don't really have any interesting storylines right now to sell, to get that number. I think the biggest thing that they had for them was this is their first show ever overseas.
Yeah.
So that's probably why, like, it's the nostalgic value right there. Like, I'm at the first ever AEW show overseas. Yeah, so that's probably why. That's probably why it's like that. You probably got a lot of people from over here going over there buying tickets, about to head over there for that shit.
Yeah,
so that's another thing as well.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if that's what's going on either.
And not even the shit on them, like them UK people, they just anything wrestling related, they gonna go to hell to see that shit. They don't
exactly.
Shit, when they did the NXT UK tournament over there, man, that bitch was packed to the walls, dog. Yeah. Like
y'all going to SummerSlam, right? Out in there,
yeah.
When y'all go out there, y'all gonna see mad UK niggas. They will go anywhere to watch a big main PLE or whatever pay-per-view. They will go anywhere. So you about to see that when y'all go out there. So the fact that they sold that many tickets is like not even a shocker for real.
Yeah, and like I wasn't really that shocked either. But but the thing is, WWE kind of does it well, at least within like the recent year. Like they would sell an event like Clash at the Castle sold a whole bunch before they even announced the card. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of like one of the things that kind of not shocked me in a way, but kind of had me like going like, oh shit, because they have no card lined up for All In at all as of yet. You know what I'm saying? Like right now it's just rumor shit. Like, for example, like they saying possibly it's going to be like Kenny Omega versus CM Punk there, and Punk hasn't even showed back up to work yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is agreed to coming back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So this is all just hearsay right now, as of right now, and I don't necessarily even know. I'm guessing the build for All In is going to start. What's the next paper? Is Double or Nothing next?
Yeah, Double or Nothing.
So I'm guessing the build for All In is probably going to be right after that. But one of my most skeptical things about hold on, you got Double or Nothing is Forbidden Door 2 after that.
Yeah, they haven't really been saying much about that shit, but
yeah, they haven't been saying much about that. But one of the things, the logistics of this whole thing that got me going, like, yo, what the fuck is the fact that All Out is 2 weeks after All In?
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they just piling it. I just don't know how, how they gonna shell a lot of this out with all that time. But it's whatever. Like, salute to them about for getting
I mean, yeah,
positive stuff on.
that's big for them, man. I hope they can like do something with that. We seen Tony Khan tweeting, going off,
Oh God,
sending shots at Nick Khan again. I'm just like, bro, just
Nick Khan is rent free in that man's head, bro.
It's crazy. I'll be looking at this shit like, bro, just focus on your own race, man. Like, nigga, this is a big number for you. Focus on that. Continue to build on that. Continue to give us some great storylines. I hope with your new hire that the storylines will get better. But
your new hire, who? I know you ain't talking about who I think you talking about.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
You ain't.
I said hopefully it can get better.
You ain't talking about Jay White. I know you're not talking about Jay White.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh, Roderick Strong.
No. The new hire for the back for they can.
That guy.
Yeah.
Creative and everything. Yeah. So I'm hoping,
bro. That nigga not writing no storyline. That nigga about to manage the Twitter page.
Exactly. He gonna be doing that and then trying to push out his cousin's music and shit.
They gonna have that nigga tweeting. That nigga ain't writing no storylines.
Nigga ain't doing shit.
Man.
Any fucking way on that chip. Like, shout out to AEW. Hopefully they have a successful whatever pay-per-view run that they got going on there. And it's a great show.
I don't think I don't think MJF gonna have the title by the time they get there.
He better not. I'll tell you that. If you want a quality show at Wembley, that title does not need to be on MJF. Because look, it's quite obvious that man ain't drawn. Them numbers are falling as he's the champion.
Hey, I'm gonna be real. I'll say put that bitch on Darby.
Shit, they might as well.
Yeah,
they might as well try anything at this point.
They can try it.
Just put it on Darby, dog. Like, people like Darby, put it on that motherfucker.
I mean, to get more ambitious, because All In is quite ambitious. To get ambitious as it is right now, because when you look at the 4 right now, you don't want it on Sammy Guevara. You don't. Jungle Boy, get the fuck out of here, man.
I keep hearing they might get that bitch to Sammy.
But the thing, okay, so you've been watching, I don't know, because I've caught it a few times, like the All Access show that comes on after Dynamite or whatever. Yeah. Sammy is all over that damn thing.
Man,
Sammy and Tay, they all over, and then it's on the other side is like Adam Cole and Britt, like literally all the time. So in a sense, I can kind of see what you mean by saying like they possibly could put it on Sammy. I don't know why, because Sammy's a heat magnet. If you wanted to say, I won't even compare it to like Dominic Mysterio, because Dominic's shit is different. Like that shit different. His heat is different. Like people, they hate Dominic Mysterio in the arena. They don't actually hate Dominic Mysterio. With Sammy Guevara, they hate him everywhere. Like they don't like him even outside of the business. They just like, fuck Sammy Guevara. I hate this nigga. So in a way, I don't know. Maybe that's something that could backfire. But again, like if there wasn't anybody outside of Darby, I would say right now it probably would be Sammy Guevara.
If they put that title on Sammy, CM Punk definitely not coming back.
Oh God,
he definitely not coming back.
You're gonna show up. You're gonna show up backstage again at a WWE show. Like, hey man, what's going on? Like,
and apparently he was at Impact. Yeah, he was at an Impact show last week.
Yeah, he just doing tours of shows that if they come to Chicago. He gonna do GCW next. He gonna show up to that shit.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up to GCW. Because matter of fact, when is the next GCW? Because ain't Kabushi's supposed to be wrestling at the next one too, ain't he?
Oh, yeah, that might be. I don't know where it's at, but that's interesting. I just say that. That's real interesting.
Well, who knows? But yeah, that's that. With the AEW talk, I think for right now. Up next, Triple H. Now this is kind of weird to me, but hey, whatever. Triple H, he announces this Monday. Actually, this Monday, that's when all the draft stuff takes effect. This Monday on Raw, the tournament for the new World Heavyweight Championship tournament is going to start, and it's not just involving Raw Raw wrestlers, Raw superstars. It's also going to involve SmackDown people too, which I'm like, why? But
that shit weird to me.
Yeah, because it's like we just did the draft, and those people are exclusive to SmackDown. So why are they being involved in this? I'm not sure, but I mean, I don't know what y'all take is on that either. You know, I'll let y'all talk about it.
It might be a situation where, because it's pretty much like 4 triple threat matches, right? It might be a situation.
Yeah, it's like 4 triple.
It might be a situation where they feel like they ain't got like enough people on Raw to fill out all those matches, which they ain't got to do those. They could just do straight up 2-on-2 if they feel like they ain't got enough people to fill out it. But I understand it, but they gotta pretty much say if the SmackDown person win, they have to go on Raw.
Yeah, it has to happen like that, and I still think Seth is gonna win it. But I was also hearing too, like maybe Bobby might do it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think
Bobby on SmackDown, right?
Yeah,
Bobby's on SmackDown. But do you think, because you look at the free agents, which we're gonna talk about the draft in a little bit, but you look at the free agent, you think possibly a free agent probably gonna win it? Like, because like Brock is a free agent, Almost is a free agent.
They put that shit
I don't see Brock.
No,
I don't see Brock doing a. Yeah, Brock not gonna do a triple threat match on a Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're gonna put it on Brock. That would be ridiculous. They put it back on Brock. They put the title on Brock. Just like have him hold that bitch.
Almost.
I don't see no free agents. I mean, Almost will be interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting. They do put it on him. He'll be the first champion. There'll be a black champion. You know what I'm saying? To start their lineage off of that title, but I don't know, man. Everything is pointing to Seth, but Seth is too fucking obvious.
Yeah, because that's my like I feel like period somebody from Raw is winning this shit. Like,
but it is interesting though they're doing SmackDown because you can throw Austin Theory in that bitch and see and something can happen from there. You know what I'm saying? Because remember tonight
Austin could actually lose the title.
Yeah, he lose the title tonight, and they could probably lose that bitch to Bobby. And then you put Austin there, he wins that shit and go back to Raw.
Yeah, because if they put SmackDown, you can do some fluky shit, man. They might put that shit on Solo.
Oh wow.
Because I see him being in one of the matches. It's like no way he not in one of the matches.
He been washing every fucking body, dog. He been washing everybody except Cody. That's it. But he been beating everybody.
And that's what I'm saying. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna ask y'all that question. I'm gonna ask y'all a question about Solo. Like, how do y'all feel right now? Because I think I said something, like I tweeted something on Twitter about it like earlier in the week or whatever. Like, how do y'all feel about like how Solo is being like portrayed right now?
You wanna know what's crazy? I think they're portraying him how they would have portrayed Jacob Fatu if he would have signed over there.
Oh yeah,
because I think Jacob Fatu would have been like booked as that monster, and I could see him I could have seen him taking over the bloodline or some shit, or paying him with Paul Heyman or some shit. And I think they're doing that for Solo right now, because I think when Roman is when it's all said and done, they're probably gonna put Paul Heyman with Solo. And I'm thinking that's what's gonna end up happening, because they've been booking that man too strong, dog. But it's just like he needs a title, but like, what title can you give him? You're not giving him an Intercontinental title. He's not taking that bitch from Gunther. Probably, honestly and truthfully, if Bobby wins tonight, I can see a feud with Bobby and Solo.
Yeah, I can see that too.
And then Solo could probably take that off of Bobby, and then there you go. He got a title.
Yeah, I just think with the Solo thing, I think right now, because they've been putting him, I think right now they've been supplementing him into the main event picture a lot as of late, because Roman ain't been there for one. Roman ain't been there. Plus, it looked like, again, like I know we're gonna talk about Backlash predictions later on, but it looked like they building towards a part in the story where Solo's gonna turn on his brothers. Like, he gonna beat the shit out of both of them or some shit, and then that'll start a Usos versus the Bloodline type deal. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I just, because I'm just like, yo, why do we keep having Solo win right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, I see why Cody beat him, because Cody, that was right before WrestleMania. You know what I'm saying? So it makes, like, you couldn't have Cody lose before WrestleMania. But Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. And then also like one of the draft movements kind of like had me go like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Because of like how I'm looking at how the storyline could go tonight with between, in this 6-man tag match. And, like I'll just say it now, like the Usos going to SmackDown, like I just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they could have just ended, put that shit on ice tonight, ended that shit, and had the Usos on Raw and the Bloodline on SmackDown. But I don't know. Apparently, maybe they trying to drag some more story out of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the solo thing, interesting. Like I said, for the first world heavyweight champ, like for real, I without a doubt can say it's gonna be somebody from Raw that's gonna win this shit. If it is somebody from SmackDown, it's not the end of the fucking world. They just gonna move to Raw, like that's it.
That's why I'm thinking they're gonna probably move
simple.
Austin. That's why I'm thinking they're gonna probably move Austin Theory back.
I can see Austin Theory.
Yeah, I can see Austin Theory for sure.
But with the people that they didn't put over there on SmackDown now, like the NXT people and like I think Austin Theory fits for SmackDown more right now. You know what I'm saying? But right, again, I ain't in creative or whatever. They see something. They see a whole lot differently than we could. You know what I mean, or whatever. Yeah. But it is what it. But I wouldn't be mad if Austin Theory ended up being the first world heavyweight champion. I mean, clearly he's there next, the guy for them in terms of the future and shit like that. So it's quite obvious. So
yeah, creatively they probably just put him on SmackDown so they can have like a mid-carder title on SmackDown already.
Yeah.
And then like they just move him over to Raw. And to be honest, I'm not gonna say it don't matter who win the title first. By the time SummerSlam come around, 3 motherfuckers probably gonna have that title. That title probably gonna swap places all the time.
Yeah, because you gotta remember, like before SummerSlam, we got like what 2-3 months.
Yeah.
2-3 months of story to do after this. So yeah, that title, when it's a new title like that shit gonna have to change hands a few times before, you know what I'm saying, before just to get it heat, just to get it prestige, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna be no long. I think we've been so used to like Roman having those belts for the last 3 years that we kind of think like, oh, okay, like the next champion, they're gonna be champion for a minute. Like, nah, bro, like that shit, they may lose that bitch like the next month.
Yeah, I mean, even with Gunther, like Gunther didn't held that fucking IC title for a minute, and I think if Solo wins the motherfucking US title, he's gonna hold that bitch for a minute too.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, the way that they booking him, like I definitely see that. So yeah, that is that. I guess also we can talk about Trinity. Trinity Fatu is now Impact. She's showing up. She's I'm sorry.
Hey man.
Yeah, she showed up. She's on TV. Her and I forgot old girl, current knockout.
Deanna
Purrazzo. Yeah, Deanna. They had like a little work shoot promo with each other. One side was like, yeah, Deanna was like, yeah, you just gonna walk out again, and then Trinity was like, well, you gonna get fired again, you know what I'm saying? So, it's whatever there, man. But she also like she also gave some like, because I think she did a series satellite radio interview she just did. I think she kind of finally someone went somewhat in depth into what happened, like why her and Mercedes walked out when they did. Mercedes hasn't said anything really other than like, yo, I really wanted to wrestle in Japan, blah blah blah, whatever. But for Trinity, she said like really it was just kind of like she didn't like how she was being treated at the time, and like basically what happened that night was the final straw. So she took her ball and went home. So that was
I respect it. That's a good reason to leave.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's anybody, like if you go to your job on Monday and you just like you've been disrespected like the last 6 months, and you just like Monday they just come in with that energy, bro. Are you gonna stay there? No, you're gonna get the fuck out that bitch.
And I mean, you got to think about who's in charge of talent relations.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, that
at that
motherfucker
time was John Laurinaitis, and you know what I'm saying, another Vince guy, another guy that everybody pretty much did not like backstage. So you got John Laurinaitis right there talking shit to you or telling you you got to do this, you got to do that tonight. I tell that motherfucker, fuck you too, motherfucker. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I do like that she went to Impact because I think that was the best landing spot for her, because if she would have went to AEW, man, it'd have just been like, you know, feed her to Jade, she loses to Jade, and then
it's either feed her to Jade or toss her into the Outcast bullshit.
Yeah, all that shit. So no, I'm just glad she went there. They probably gonna make her champion by the end of this year. Have her run with that ball and everything. Plus, she got some different competition over there too. So I think it's all gonna work out for her.
Yeah, I think the quality. Go ahead, man.
I ain't tap dancing for the WWE when I say this, but I think that maybe they said they was talking to her crazy, not because of what Naomi did. I think she got talked to crazy because of like Sasha, because it was like, or Mercedes, my fault. It might be a situation where like, damn, your ass leave you running from the grind again. Like, we brought you back a third time and you doing this to us again. It might be one of them situations. It might be more. She was with Mercedes, so she got
roped into it, basically.
Yeah, she got roped into it. That's what I think happened. Even though,
me too.
Granted, if somebody's talking to you crazy, fuck you, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened too. I think it was because we all know like Sasha / Mercedes whole back and forth spill, like her taking time off before in the past and stuff like that, like long bouts of time and then and everything like that. I think that kind of, I won't say put a battery in Trinity's back, but in a sense, because she was with her, she got roped in by association, and she was like, you know what, fuck this place too, I'm out. You know what I mean? So that's what I kind of feel like that's kind of what happened there. But when at the grand scheme of things, I think even though everybody laughs at Impact, I think the quality of women that she can work with over there in terms of workers is by and far better than what they have at AEW right now. Because, and you know, I do want to have a bit of a dialogue about Jade, to be honest, but yeah. Woo, yeah. But
get it out.
No, I am. I'm about to segue into that in just a second. Yeah, I think she's probably even gonna learn how to maybe work even better, because I was never really truly impressed by like Naomi's ring work. Like, I think she got better. I think she had a great presentation. I think she had, you know, some nice moves or whatever. She was never great on the mic, like, ever, but I think she could get better for sure working with like the girls over there. Like, they could probably help her a lot. But in terms of getting help a lot, whatever they doing with Jade Cargill, it's time, bro. It's over. Like, it's over for her. Like, I don't even think she's necessarily even enjoying this shit anymore, to be quite honest with you. Like, right now, I think she's 57-0 with this, but I think the belt is not even, I think it's like an anchor on her right now. Like, that belt, it doesn't even feel special. Like, she just out there just jobbing out Starbucks baristas and Target employees every fucking week. So it's just kind of, I don't know, man. I don't know. They are mishandling her a lot. You know, I think probably to the scope to where it's not necessarily like, oh, Jade is gonna leave and go to WWE type situation. It's more like Jade is gonna leave and stop wrestling, period.
She didn't held that title for almost 2 years now. Like,
and it's just like, you drop that belt. If she drops that belt, I mean, like, I don't even know. I feel like the time for her to drop the belt was probably the last thing she did with like Taya Valkyrie. Like that was an opportunity right there for her to lose the belt and then possibly move on to something else. Like she's not even on like the main show every week. Like y'all got her on Rampage, and Rampage not even bringing in more than $300K a week. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you even hunkering her down even more. So it's just like, bro, do y'all want her to be a star or not? Because when it comes to like doing public relations shit and all that, it ain't Britt Baker that's out there. It's not Saraya that's out there. It's Jade Cargill y'all sending out there.
Yeah.
So like, why are y'all not treating her like the same type of star? And you know, while she's at work.
I'm gonna be honest. The perfect time for them to do something with her was like when Stokely was with her. Mm-hmm. Once they took Stokely from her, it was like who really cares, bro? At this point, she's just out there. Niggas care more about her IG post than like her actual in-ring skills. But I do be seeing lots of people, she be posting pictures, they be like, man, who is this? What's she on? I'm about to watch it. And then they probably watch AEW and they're like, damn, when the fuck is she ever gonna be on TV?
Exactly. Like, because most of the time when it's like on Dynamite, she just in the back with Mark Sterling, who they didn't, like you said, they didn't between her and Stoke. Like they done swapped her, throwing her back and forth with Mark Sterling. Now she with Mark Sterling again, and on Wednesdays it's just them in the back cutting a promo to talk about a match that's gonna happen on Rampage. And who's watching it?
They doing 300,000 people every on them shows.
I mean, I can definitely in this room right now. Me and Amp, none of us is watching Rampage. None of us watch Rampage. We don't watch the shit. If anything, I catch it on like some bored shit, like on a Friday night when I'm not doing, like when when we're not recording, I catch it on some bored shit or whatever. But most of the time, I'm not even paying that shit no mind. So I don't know. They doing her quite a disservice. That's
yeah. And to be honest, they probably don't got her on TV. Let's be real, man. She kind of ass in the ring too.
Oh no, and that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the next part of the whole thing. Like she's not good in the ring. She hasn't gotten better because again, she hasn't been with the quality of talent nor training to help her get better. So if you in that type of bubble and you know what I'm saying, this whole thing just runs out until like eventually you just gonna be like, yo, I don't like doing this shit no more. Like I can just be a trainer.
That might be
shit.
Yeah. That might be why she's not getting better. Because they said they got Daniel Bryan with her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's been training her, but she probably just been like, man, fuck this shit.
Yeah, she probably don't care about it.
Yeah, which I can see. I can see because I can see her legit becoming like a celebrity, like a celebrity workout trainer, like after this shit. And she could do it. I mean, she's flawless. You know what I'm saying? Like she got all the tools and the know-how and everything. She's a former athlete, so like she could do that if she wanted to, and then be an influencer at the same time. So I don't know. Maybe she just like, I'm just biding my time with this shit. Like fuck it. Like I don't want to get better. Like I just want to just finish out my contract and go away, you know, into the sunset. So I don't blame her for it at all if she do that.
Yeah.
Knowing AEW, she probably got a 10-year contract probably.
Yeah, it's probably
disgusting. Probably got an ignorant ass contract.
Yeah, it's probably nasty, probably disgusting. I'm not sure how old she is or whatever. I feel like she may be in her late 20s, probably late 20s, early 30s.
Probably.
I think she's 30.
Yeah, so she definitely got some time to do whatever the hell she want to do post AEW. But yeah, there's that. So I think newsworthy items. I think we straight. I mean, of course, WWE. As of this recording, WWE Backlash is taking place tonight. We're gonna talk predictions later on. But yeah, we want to get into some this week in wrestling real quick because we got to talk WWE Draft.
Wrestling has more than one royal family.
I am the strongest, the fastest, the roughest, the toughest, the quickest, the greatest, and now there is no denying that I am the B-E-S-C.
You fucking must acknowledge me.
Don DeMarco.
So, all right. So how are we feeling about this draft? Because okay, so last episode, actually probably one of our most fun episodes. Me and Ant, we did our own draft where Ant probably one of the worst GMs of all time.
He drafted all the niggas.
Yeah, he just drafted nothing but niggas.
Hey, I was dying laughing when Ant was like, "We're gonna let this white man say nigga." Then he drafted Randy Orton.
Yo, Ant was really wilding, dog. Like he was going like Ant was. I'm listening. Ant was batting 1,000 that night, bro. Like, and then it's just like and Larry sitting in the back of the shadows with this nigga, bro. Like the Trick Williams thing. I'm sorry, I did not see that shit coming, bro.
Yeah, you was picking because you thought I was picking Carmelo.
No, I didn't even think he was picking Carmelo. I was thinking like maybe who was I thinking? It definitely wasn't Trick Williams. It was like. Maybe, shit, who was he was like, I want to take him away from his partner, some shit like that. It was like in the back of my mind, I was like, partner. Because the only people in NXT, I'm Eaters and Enofe and who else? Shit, I can't think, but I did not think it was Trick Williams. I was just like, yo, this nigga out his goddamn.
Hey man, you see what they doing with Trick? You see what they trying to do with Trick Williams now, right?
So he got a match with Braun Breaker next week, right?
Man, this nigga over here getting pep talks from Apollo Crews and everything, dog. They about to push that man a little bit, dog.
Yeah, they need to push his ass right into a Subway. He need to be putting some sandwiches together. Like, fuck out of here.
Hey, you think Trick about to beat Braun?
Oh hell no, he ain't about to beat Braun.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be a 50-50 match though. That's gonna happen.
You think he going 50-50 with Braun Breaker?
They're gonna do 50-50 with Braun Breaker. The way they've been building this shit up is gonna be a 50-50 match, dog.
So Carmelo wasn't. So Carmelo wasn't on this episode, right? NXT this week. Since he got put through that wall.
Yeah, he's selling his injuries right now.
Okay.
But yeah, the way they was building this shit up, man, they gave Trick all this mic time to talk shit to Braun and everything, dog. They're going to give him a 50-50 match with Braun Breaker.
Okay. All right.
That's exactly why I don't watch NXT.
I think another pick of match too that was just wild as fuck with the AJ Styles pick. Like
yo, it was wild because we had to do some editing there. This nigga, man. This nigga, bro, the community. That's all we can say. Then you double down and pick Shayna Baszler after him. I was like, all right, bro.
I had to rectify the situation, bro.
But it's funny. Cool. Wait. I was SmackDown. You was Raw. Because
Raw,
AJ actually went back to SmackDown, which is crazy. Yeah. That's okay. That's one thing. Okay, because we can talk about the draft now. That's one thing that I won't say it cheapened the draft, but it kind of was just like any speculation you had of thinking like groups was gonna get split up kind of just went out the window. Because people was just literally like the way they was getting drafted, they was just drafting the whole faction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
even thinking the Uso, even though they picked the bloodline, it was just Roman, Solo, and Paul Heyman. You thinking like, oh, they about to send the Usos to Raw, but it's like,
yeah,
I'm on SmackDown. It's just like, okay.
But then come Monday, you know what I'm saying? They was like, oh yeah, the Usos is going to they're going to SmackDown too, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like, what are we doing here?
But I guess okay, so I'm gonna go down the list of like what we got for Raw.
When they explained the rules, didn't they pretty much say like everybody getting drafted individually? And then it just seemed like they just changed the shit up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it kind of felt like it was just like, yo, everybody's eligible to go. That's exactly how they sold it. They said everybody is eligible to go to whatever brand. So right there, you automatically like, okay, some group is gonna get split up. Honestly, the first group or tag that came to my mind when we talking about split ups, I was thinking like the Street Profits. I was like, well, they go Angelo Dawkins and Montez, they probably gonna get split up and then go on to their single shit or whatever like that. But that just wasn't the case.
It was just weird, man. Even Elias and fucking the the fuck is his name? Rick Boogs. They didn't really break them up. I think Elias is a free agent and Boogs.
Yeah, Elias is a free agent, which is strange because I'm just like, bro, like other than you being a free agent means you probably just gonna be wrestling on main event when it comes to
honestly,
Elias.
you can send Elias back down to NXT. He might be.
You can send him to OVW and act like that motherfucker still exists, and he gonna show up to an empty building. Like, yeah, you can do that too. That's always an option. But all right, so let's see. Let's talk about this Raw roster. So we got Akira Tozawa, Alpha Academy is still together. Apollo Crews, that shit was funny. Becky Lynch, Braun Strowman and Ricochet, Bronson Reed, Candice LeRae, Cody Rhodes, which was also kind of surprising to me, but I'll talk about that in a few. For some reason, Twitter decided to start a campaign for Dana Brooke, who went to Raw this past week. Y'all are weird, man. Anyway,
that's just boredom, man.
Y'all bored as hell. Like I don't. It's like they closed their eyes, threw a dart at the board, and whatever picture it landed on. That's what I'm going to complain about today. That's legit what I saw with that Dana Brooke shit. Dexter Lumis staying on Raw. Drew McIntyre he's moved from SmackDown to Raw, which I think was kind of a good move for him. Personally. However, because everybody's talking about, Drew's probably gonna leave. I don't see why he would leave when he just still in creative or whatever. But anyway, Emma, along with her guy that Riddick Moss, because I'm like, yeah, he changed his name back. So Riddick Moss and Emma, Humberto and Anjo are back on Raw. Imperium, which was huge. That's huge for Raw. Big, real big. So the Intercontinental Championship goes to Raw. Indy Hartwell, NXT call up. Kind of weird because she's injured right now, and she was the NXT Women's Champion. So she just had to relinquish the title on NXT this past week. So that's 3 members of the Way because Johnny Gargano is staying on Raw. So that's 3 members of the Way. 4 actually. Yeah, that's 4 members of the Way because Austin Theory's on SmackDown now. JD McDonough, huge going to Raw. Chance and Carter, NXT call up. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, thank you God, because now the Uso shit is over after tonight. I'm so ready. I'm tired of this shit. Maximum
What y'all think they're gonna do with the tag titles? They got to put one of them. Yeah, they got to split them bitches.
They're gonna either split them or they're gonna make one big. I think they're just gonna split them. They're just gonna split those titles. They probably just gonna be like, man, give me them shits. Like, give me the SmackDown titles.
They're gonna create some new ones too, actually.
Yeah, they probably gonna create new ones. They probably already got them.
Change them design, man. Change the designs, dog.
Please, them tag titles design been ugly since. When did them bronze was come out? 2010.
Yeah, around 2010.
Them shit's been ugly ever since, dog. Change them fucking designs, please. Like the NXT tag titles look good.
What's bro name? Not Apollo. Titus O'Neil and Darren Young had the motherfuckers.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna do it even worse, nigga. It was fucking David Otunga and Curtis Axel had them bitches, bro.
God.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, bro. That was when they were putting the titles on. They were making anybody tag team.
They was just trying to figure that shit out, dog.
Yeah.
Like, look,
they had like R-Truth and John Morrison as a tag team on WrestleMania and shit.
Yeah, that was that 2010 to like 12 period. That shit was nasty, bro. That was some nasty ass shit going on. Actually, it was 2009 to 2012. Matt Riddle staying on Raw. Natalya moving from SmackDown to Raw. Nikki Cross is staying. Another skeptical call up, Odyssey Jones going to Raw. I mean, happy for that black brother, you know what I'm saying, of course. But I think I would have thought Odyssey Jones would have stayed in NXT for a little while longer. Piper Niven,
especially he just came back too.
Yeah, he just came back. I mean, he hasn't even been like active that long. Like it's probably been like a year and some change.
I thought they would have called up Idris and Malik, to be honest with you.
Me
but-
too. Yeah, I would have thought maybe Idris and Malik or what was another tag team I was thinking of? Maybe the Creeds. I would have thought the Creed brothers would have.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I thought-
weird. That's weird. That's weird. I
Yeah.
thought they probably would have called them up too, but I guess they. I'm
Because
guessing.
I'm like, what else left do the Creeds have to do in NXT?
What I'm guessing is they're gonna do like a solo run for Julius and see where that goes. Probably.
Maybe, I guess. I don't. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan moved to Raw. You know, they're the women's tag team champions. Rhea Ripley, who's the SmackDown Women's Champion, is moving to Raw. She still has the SmackDown Women's Championship belt. Maybe Monday, maybe her and Bianca gonna swap titles. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do there with that. Ronda. Now this was interesting right here to me. Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are going to Raw.
Oh, they're taking the tag titles.
But no, it's not because it's not that. So the Ronda and Becky Berry they smoke because you know they don't like each other at all. Like that's real shoot heat that they have against one another. So
I mean, it could be something there with that. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Seth Rollins stays on Raw, no surprise there. Shinsuke Nakamura, I think that was a good move for him to move back to Raw. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green go to Raw. Tegan Knox to Raw. The Judgment Day as a whole stays on Raw. The Miz, of course, staying on Raw. I mean, his fucking show comes on USA. The New Day, they are now going to Raw. Actually, I'm quite happy because I got tired of watching them on SmackDown. The Viking Jobbers are now a part of Raw. Trish Stratus, I guess she's like really on an active contract now, so she's now Raw. Xia Li goes to Raw, and another major acquisition, Zoe Stark from NXT goes to Raw. So, did I say end this year? I guess end this year as well too.
That I don't.
Yeah, I
I
don't. How we feeling about Raw? I mean, how we feel?
It's interesting. It's kind of interesting, I guess. You know, some kind of like what the fuck moves was that? Is Odyssey Jones being called up? But I guess they're gonna do something because he's a big body. Pause. So I guess they're gonna do something with that guy. Probably have him feud with fucking Bronson Reed or some shit. I don't fucking know. I guess to fill a void since Bobby Lashley is gone. So
he's your new big black nigga.
Pretty much, yeah.
I guess. Well, Almost is a free agent, so I'm expecting to see Almost on Raw a lot anyway. But
Yeah, to be honest, yeah.
We might fuck around and see Almost on SmackDown NXT beating some people up for no fucking reason. So you never know.
And that's cool. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I hope they don't make Odyssey a heel or nothing, bro. Just keep bro a baby face, but I don't know. They got something under their sleeve for that nigga.
I mean, I honestly, truly, when Brian Breaker hit him with that spear, man, that sent his ass over to Raw. They was like, man, yeah, get him the fuck up out of here. He put some that shit was personal. That spear was personal because he.
I've heard that a lot of people don't fuck with Brian backstage down there. I heard they don't. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not, but I heard some people don't. They don't really like Brian. But
he probably, he the golden child. He probably feeling himself.
Yeah, more than likely. So, you know what I'm saying? He already doing commercials with AJ Styles, Georgia Boys and shit. So, but no, I think really, there's a lot of fun that can be had with this roster.
I feel like it's pretty stacked. I feel like this is a pretty stacked. So I feel like the people that was on SmackDown that kind of needed to go to Raw went there. JD McDonough is going to be huge, but I feel like in a sense because JD McDonough got those fan ties, I think that he might end up becoming a member of the Judgment Day.
There's going to be an interaction. There's going to be an interaction there. I think what's going to. I hope they don't kick Dominic out of there because he just
Dominic not going nowhere.
He just fits Judgment Day so well, but I think they're going to turn it into like a big stable. Or honestly and truthfully, we could see a JD McDonough face turn and he could be feuding with Finn.
Yeah. That's how you could start it. I mean, I guess you could start it that way with with JD and versus a Finn type situation before they initially jump him into the Judgment Day. Maybe, I don't know, because I mean everyone knows that Finn was the person who trained JD McDonough back in Ireland. So yeah, that's huge right there. Zoe Stark is huge to me too. Because just how good of a performer she is in the ring. However, I'm hoping, because it seems like a lot of people because Natalia's on Raw now too, so everybody's like, yeah, we can see it now that Zoe and Natalia are gonna end up becoming a tag team.
Oh, that's definitely happening.
But I hope not, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, because Zoe, she's not really a talker. So Natalia can probably talk a little better to that too. Bronson Reed and Braun being on the same. Yeah.
Oh, you know what's about to happen with that shit.
I fuck with that.
You already know what's about to happen with
like
that one. There's going to be a feud between them two there.
Yeah, I like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much longer Strowman and Ricochet going to stay together, but there's a lot of people for Ricochet to work with here too at the same time. So
Ricochet and JD McDonough, that's a good one.
Yeah, Ricochet and Nakamura.
Ricochet and feuding with the Judgment Day, that could happen too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because him and Finn had a couple of matches, I believe, but I don't think nothing to extent extraneous. So
yeah, so that right there, that is Raw. That is the new Raw roster. Now SmackDown. All right, so we got another call up, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, the women's NXT tag champions, who they still are, because I thought they were going to drop the titles on this past Tuesday, but it didn't even matter if they dropped the titles, because that means Carter and Chance would have went to Raw with those titles too.
Team Elden Ring in this bitch.
Yeah, for sure. Do you think they probably gonna unify these titles?
I was hearing that.
Yeah, they need to.
I was hearing that.
Because it ain't really no women's tag teams left in NXT right now, is there?
I mean, Lash
and
Takara, but they don't like level up most of the time. And then I know, okay, so the plan for sure, there was a plan for Sol Ruka and Danny Palmer to tag team together, but Sol just got hurt. She tore her ACL, so that kind of got put on the back burner. But yeah, there's really no women's other, and then like Kiana James and Fallon, they not really together no more. So
you might as well just go ahead and
unify them.
Yeah. Unify them, just keep them up there, and if they got some teams in NXT that want to come up and challenge for it, they can do that shit too. But they kind of phasing the women's tag team in NXT out. So
yeah,
I mean, to be perfectly fucking honest too, the tag team and the men's tag team is kind of like stale down there. They ain't got much going on down there for real.
It ain't really. Because let's see, Brooks and Jensen, I guess maybe they a tag team again.
Stacks and Tony D'Angelo, you know what I'm saying? The Creeds, and then Malik and Idris. I mean, not Malik and Ofe. So
yeah, it's like really is no other tag teams. Yeah, because everybody else is pretty much mid card. You know what I'm saying? Like they with Wesley and everything like that. So that's not really. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. I feel like a lot of NIL kids are probably about to come up on NXT. That's probably why they moved some people.
Oh, and then I forgot about Tank and Hank. So,
oh well, shit, they ain't even been on fucking T. Like, I don't know, whatever. So yeah, so Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, Oscar, moved from Raw to SmackDown. I think that was a great move. I love that move. Austin Theory, we talked about him before, so that brings over the U.S. Championship, the U.S. Title over back to SmackDown. Which I feel like it always looked better on SmackDown anyway, in my opinion. Yeah. Bianca Belair brings over the Raw Women's Championship. Yeah, again, I don't know what we're doing here, but it is what it like. But Bianca coming to SmackDown, I love that. Also, her husband and the family friend, the Street Profits, they are over on SmackDown at the same time too.
Yeah, something new.
Yeah, something new for them. I think that's huge for the profits. I think the profits on Friday nights is gonna be fire. Period. Like I love that.
Yeah.
So Bobby Lashley comes over SmackDown. That's Bobby. When you look back and you look at like those 2005 to 2008, like Bobby Lashley was like one of those SmackDown guys. So him being on SmackDown makes sense here. This NXT call up, I love it. Cameron Grimes is coming to SmackDown. He was actually on the episode last night with
I would not mind a feud with him and Austin Theory.
I wouldn't either, but I mean, right now, what they showed last night, they had him and Corbin talking. I was like, I kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that'd be pretty cool. That'll give Corbin something to do. Just to elevate Cameron Grimes. He's been sitting down for a minute, so Cameron Grimes is gonna be huge for SmackDown.
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair, that's big. So that's finally giving us Bianca versus Charlotte right there. It's right there for the taking. So Charlotte Flair stays on SmackDown.
Hey, Charlotte gonna make Bianca kiss that ring soon.
Whoo!
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, I don't want to hear shit. When Bianca loses in a minute, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing.
Like
y'all don't let long-term booking happen. Like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all weird, bro. It's a story, man. This ain't real life. It's a story, guys. Like, goodness, guys. It's entertainment. Relax. But it's gonna happen, bro. She gonna get put in that figure 8. That shit, oof, nasty work. Damage Control moves over to SmackDown. Really cool. I feel like, however, even though Damage Control came over, I think they're gonna be breaking up soon. I think that's coming. Edge moves over to SmackDown. That was interesting because I feel like Edge is like at the end.
Edge was a big staple at SmackDown back.
Of course, yeah.
So I think this is gonna be his last hurrah. It's gonna end up retiring and call that shit a day.
Yeah, I think so too. I think he's gonna hang it up this time with SmackDown. Probably the biggest NXT call up. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Well, hold on. Wait. I'll put it side by side with the other one. But Grayson Waller, Friday night Grayson Waller, bro. That shit.
I need to see him paired with Austin Theory, dog. Just do it.
Nah. Oh man.
Just do it, dog. Just do it.
I feel like Grayson is just he's a big character by himself though, man. Like he just like if there was a Miz, a better version of like Miz in terms of like better worker for SmackDown is Grayson Waller. Like if you wanted a SmackDown Miz, it's Grayson Waller for sure.
I think they should have put him on Raw and paired him with Miz.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could saw that.
That would have been fire too.
Yeah.
Or man, you know what I'm saying, just have him with Logan Paul or some shit wherever the fuck they put Logan Paul. So
or have him scrap versus Logan Paul, like some shit like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like Logan Paul as a heel, man, and I like Grayson Waller as a heel. So I can't.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, I can't see that.
I mean, him and Austin Theory would just be so obnoxious together. But I ain't gonna lie, it'd be so entertaining, bro. Like I'd be so entertained by these two fucking dorks. It'd be like some frat bros type shit.
Exactly.
Hit No goes to SmackDown. If there was one team I wanted them to split up, it was them because I feel like the bigger guy is holding the other two back from what they possibly could do. You know, Adonis, he's actually not a bad worker. Like he's not. He just dresses like a Dare mascot. But I'm not sure.
No, man, he dressed like he dressed like a nigga that was on WB20. You know what I'm saying? When they had him.
Oh, when they used to do the dancing things in between shows before Wayans Brothers came on. Yeah, that's terrible.
They should have drafted them niggas to Wendy's.
Actually, you should have drafted them niggas to DTLR, nigga. They would have got some better fits in there, you know.
Yeah, DTLR. They probably drafted them to Jimmy Jazz. Actually, it's something, bro. It's awful. It's terrible. Karrion Kross and Scarlett stay on SmackDown. That was one I was kind of skeptical. I think Kross would have been better on Raw.
I just don't understand how you use ball for no fucking reason, bro.
Yo, listen, last night I was watching because they in Puerto Rico, you know what I'm saying? He was, him and Nakamura had that match. And
Oh
I
yeah,
really
and you
was
know what?
just sitting there watching that shit.
He's low key
Yeah,
Rican.
he's Puerto
too.
Rican. Yeah, he is
so
Puerto
that's just
Rican.
weird, dog.
And I was just like, bro, this nigga was really bald on purpose. Like, I don't understand that, bro. But whatever.
Damn, I forgot he Puerto Rican. He want to be a white man so bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he Puerto Rican and like Chilean or something like that, I think. So it's like, bro, you completely South American, and you really he moving out here like he from Texas and shit. But I don't know, bro. Yeah. But yeah, LA Knight stays on SmackDown. That's great. I'm surprised Lacey Evans still has a job, but hey, she's on SmackDown again. Even she needs to go back to NXT.
Yeah.
Fuck it, pair with Dana Brooke, man. Keep them up.
Honestly, they should have made her a free agent. Because
they should have made Dana Brooke a free agent.
They should have.
They should have just paired them motherfuckers together, sent them down to NXT, and they just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy when you think about it. Dana Brooke was holding back Mandy Rose.
Absolutely. Who was she paired with before? Who was it? Charlotte? Yeah, she was paired with Charlotte at first, correct?
No, she was paired with somebody else too. I forgot who the fuck it was, man.
I think the longest was with Charlotte.
Mandy was with Sonya.
Yeah, Mandy was with Sonya Deville.
Mm-hmm. But no, Dana Brooke was with somebody else too, and I just can't fucking remember.
Dana Brooke.
Yeah, she was with somebody else too. I can't fucking.
I just really remember her being with Charlotte.
Last group I remember, you remember she was with Titus and Apollo.
Yeah. She was with the Titus Worldwide shit. Yeah, that shit.
Titus seen that shit like, nigga, I'm about to be a Make-A-Wish motherfucker. Fuck this.
I'm going to the office.
I'm about to be an ambassador, though. I can't lose my job. I'm an ambassador, bro.
So yeah, Lacey Evans, the LWO, the Latino World Order, are
Jobbers.
on SmackDown. Look, man, Santos, that's my guy, man. I fuck with Santos, bro. Like, but damn, man, I don't know. He paying his dues right now, I guess.
Man, thank God Vince ain't there, because last night when Bad Bunny and them came out, and Bad Bunny was like 8 inches taller than all them niggas. Yeah. Boy, Vince seen that, boy. Vince
it'd have been like, what the fuck is this?
You're like, look at these midgets. OVW.
He said they're not big enough. He said they don't. He said it's not enough oil that'll make them look big enough on television.
No, Hunter, you told you I didn't want these riffraff up here. If they're not Odyssey Jones, you can send them back down there. I don't want to.
Send them back to your playground down in Florida. But yeah, I mean, like I fuck with Santos though. But like, yeah, man, I hope this ain't no job squad type, a new job squad for real. Cause
turned them niggas face and they was losing to every fucking body.
Yeah, like I need them to get back to putting niggas back in trunks of cars and shit like that and kidnapping motherfuckers. Like that's what I need.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Tony D'Angelo been sending niggas up to the main roster like a motherfucker lately.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all got Tony D down there taking up the reins of mob bosses and shit down there.
He over there, man. He like, man, we gonna put them in trunks and send them back up to NXT. Get these motherfuckers up out of here.
Yeah. He's sending niggas to places he ain't gonna go.
Exactly.
I'm about to get a setup on that one, dog. I'll be right back.
Hey, turn that up. Turn that up.
Oh man.
Yo. But yeah, so damn, if that's not facts. Speaking of people that he put in the trunk, pretty deadly. They went up, man.
That might be the biggest move. They're gonna cook on SmackDown.
Hell yeah. Like I said, I feel like they UK Edge and Christian, like for real.
Oh, definitely.
That's what I get. That's the type of vibe I get from Pretty Deadly. And really, they funny as hell. They entertaining. They can go in the fucking ring. Like I think, because next to Grayson Waller, that was probably my favorite pick from the draft to come up to the roster. And them going to SmackDown is perfect, because when you want to get sports entertained and shit like that, Pretty Deadly is they're the ones to do that with.
Yeah, they're gonna be like the SmackDown version of Alpha Academy, pretty much.
Basically,
even though you
yeah,
did say Edge and Christian, but they're gonna be what Alpha Academy is to Raw. They're gonna be the SmackDown. Like they're gonna be on there every week getting some time.
Absolutely, and working. Yep, exactly. Because just like how they're going to be a good hand. They're going to be a great hand for a lot of other tag teams on the roster at the same time. So yeah, Pretty Deadly. I think that's the perfect analogy to say that they would be like Alpha Academy on SmackDown. So I think I like that a lot. Rick Boogs is what he was originally on Raw, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he was. So he moved over to SmackDown.
Well, at first, you talking about when he first came in? Because when he first came in, he was on SmackDown with Nakamura.
Yeah, he was on SmackDown because he was with Nakamura. Yeah. So
then they just he came back from injury. They randomly put him on Raw. I don't understand it. They should have just put him back with Nakamura, but whatever.
That's what I was thinking too. Because it was so over. I think you know what? I think it would have if McAfee was still there. Like if he was like still on commentary or whatever, I think they probably would have kept Boogs and Nakamura together because you saw how over that shit got.
Loki, you know what I'm mad about? I wish they would have sent Bronson Reed to whoever Wade Barrett is at. So Wade Barrett
so he do the tsunami shit.
Oh yeah. Where Wade at? Wade on SmackDown, right?
Yeah, he's SmackDown.
Oh, okay.
Him and Michael Cole. Which I think they honestly I'd like them better than I like Cole and McAfee. You know what I'm saying? Like because McAfee just been gone for so long. I'm just used to Wade Barrett being there. So if you would have switched any, like if McAfee came back, then I would have been telling Kevin Patrick, like, hey bro, check this out. You going back to the backstage and Wade Barrett is taking your job on Monday.
Yeah.
But Wade Barrett and I would hate Wade Barrett with Corey Graves.
Well, great. Oh fuck. Damn. Ugh. Damn.
Like you would have to send like Corey. It's not gonna happen. But you would have to send Corey. I don't even know where the fuck you would put Corey Graves at.
I don't know where you would put because you wouldn't take even though I can't stand Corey Graves on commentary. I'm not gonna take him off because unless you can't even send him to NXT because then Vic Joseph is holding that down.
Like you had to call Vic Joseph up. You know what I'm saying? Which to me is their best announcer next to Michael Cole is Vic Joseph.
Yeah.
To be honest, you just make it a 3-man team. Bring back the 3-man team.
Yeah.
Corey Graves, I don't really like Corey Graves, but like he's just like a necessary evil. Like you need
exactly. And honestly that's what I would think. And that's what I would think. I would say like you would make Raw 3-man and keep SmackDown 2-man since Raw's a 3-hour show anyway, and SmackDown's 2 hours. So you know what I mean? Like I think
they need a third person because Kevin Patrick, man, he be quiet as a motherfucker, man.
Yeah, and he be kind of like getting lost a little bit. Like he be so delayed behind like Corey Graves. Corey Graves be literally having to carry that shit.
Like I'm not even gonna lie to you, though. I don't see the difference between him and Jimmy Smith.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, because like, even though Jimmy Smith was just annoying the fuck out of everybody with his something would happen. He's like, oh.
But I think Titus O'Neil. Man, if they could get Titus out there, man, that would be great. If they could get Titus out there, but Titus like, nigga, I ain't coming out this office. I'll come out for WrestleMania. I ain't coming out for this. The week to week shit.
Now I'll put Titus with Corey Graves. That would be interesting.
That would be quite interesting. I mean, he wouldn't be able to punk him like he was doing Byron Saxton because he was out there holding Byron Saxton all the time.
Shit, who doesn't hold Byron Saxton?
I mean, it's not like that's not hard to do. But yeah, so
the gem of all announcers is Booker T though. Booker T be down to NXT wild like a motherfucker.
The thing is, I like Booker, but I don't know. I think Booker's good. I think Booker is good and everything like that. But I don't know. I don't. When it comes to being the best one, shit, I don't know.
I just call him a gem because he act like a nigga down there, dog.
Well,
but Kiana James cheated on Thea Hale. The nigga Booker T was quiet as fuck. Like, you got to watch your back, son. It's just shit like that, man.
Yeah.
Why they took Booker T off the main roster?
I think he was just too fucking animated. You know
I think it was that, and I think they probably wanted to pull Wade Barrett up to put with Cole, since they because you would have had, because Barrett and Joseph, they did work. They worked quite well together, but I think they really wanted to get like a big personality to like replace McAfee, and they didn't want it because I think it would have been way too animated if you had Cole and Booker together.
Like Booker T is perfect down to NXT because how animated NXT is. So I think having Booker down there, it was just like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Booker got kids down there.
That, and I don't think Booker want to travel either. So I think
that's the thing. Like he got his Roxanne's down there, Ivy Niles down there. Like he still got like people he taking care of down there in the PC. So that's probably another reason why he didn't want to move.
Yeah, he got that reality of wrestling shit too. So
yeah,
he probably ain't gonna travel too much.
Yeah,
they gave that nigga a 20 of job. He got like another WWE show he got now.
Yeah, they gave him the Hidden Treasures joint.
Yeah.
So he got that now.
And you know who had that before him?
Who did have that before him?
Your boy.
Was it Mick Foley?
Top dollar.
Top dollar, your boy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Top Dollar used to host that bit.
Because I really didn't watch it. I never watched like the show before.
Yeah, he was going by his government, AJ Francis.
He's doing AJ Francis.
Yeah,
wow, I didn't know he had that show.
Yeah, he was hosting that shit. He's a big memorabilia collector, apparently.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So he must have got like when he got released. That's when.
What ended up happening was he started wrestling in NXT. That's when Hit Row.
So Hit Row formed while he was doing that show. Okay. I didn't know that.
It was weird too when I seen that nigga. I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like the nigga from Hidden Treasures over here doing this shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that. So okay. Back to the draft shit. So the bloodline again, Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman. We talked about that already before. They're on SmackDown. So the Universal Undisputed Championship is exclusive to SmackDown. Roman keeps those belts. So that's that. Shotzi moves over or stays on SmackDown. Shotzi stays on SmackDown. Tamina stays on SmackDown. Tamina is really just a backstage presence. Like she's not gonna be wrestling. That's why I'm like, why did they even have a spot? Never mind. Whatever. The Brawling Brutes stay on SmackDown. With Sheamus. I heard that Butch is actually supposed to be going back to Pete Dunne soon. I'm not sure if they about to break up the Brutes or whatever, but he's supposed to be becoming Pete Dunne again. The OC with AJ Styles goes to SmackDown, so that puts AJ Styles back on SmackDown. I love that move too. And last but not least, the Usos. So that is your SmackDown roster.
The OC move is very interesting to me.
It looked like they pushing them a little bit.
Yeah,
because
I'm thinking that we about to get a Roman and AJ program.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking that probably.
Yeah. He gonna need stuff before SummerSlam, so Roman gonna have to have some work to do. He gonna need somebody. AJ's not even on the list of people he's beaten. Is he?
Not with this current
since the tribal chief.
That's not with this current run. No, and I wouldn't mind an AJ and Roman feud too.
Me neither. I like their old shit.
Yeah, I think this one be. I think this one will be fire too because I think AJ beat Roman.
He did
around that time. Yeah,
he beat him for the title.
So this could be very fucking interesting here. So I wouldn't mind that at all. I think we might be seeing that shit for the summer. I mean, hell, I don't know if they really about to wait for Cody to hold that briefcase until WrestleMania. I mean, shit, I wouldn't mind AJ and Roman at SummerSlam. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I think that's something you could sell for. Was matter of fact, was that AJ's first time winning the title when he beat Roman? Or
the first time he beat Dean Ambrose.
Oh, he beat Ambrose for it.
Yeah, he beat Ambrose for that bitch.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was his first title reign was against Roman.
Well, his first title match was against Roman, I think he lost both of those matches, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he lost both of those, but then he beat Dean Ambrose for that shit. He took the title off of Dean Ambrose.
And then he lost it. He lost it in the chamber, right? Because he lost it to. That's when Bray Wyatt won it. I think.
Bray Wyatt won it, and then he got it back from Jinder. He beat Jinder.
I think in the chamber, Cena had it. Because
Cena had it in the chamber.
Cena beat AJ for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because
I think Cena had that bit for like 6 days or some shit like that.
Yeah, he had it for a little bit, and then and I think Bray got it, and Randy beat Bray for it, and then Randy lost to fucking Jinder Mahal for that bitch.
Yeah, right? Because he lost that on TV, didn't he? He lost that on TV.
because what was going to end up happening was they had a champion versus champion, and they're like, nigga, Brock probably looked at that shit like, I'm not about to fight this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Give me a.
Yeah, because
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that is what happened.
Yeah, because he looked at it. Because I mean, think about it. Jinder versus Brock, that shit would have been boring as a motherfucker. Yep. So shit. Have AJ beat him, and I'll fight AJ.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Because I remember because I think Jinder beat him on SmackDown.
Beat who?
He beat he beat Randy on SmackDown. I think.
He beat him on
Raw.
No, he beat him he beat him on a pay-per-view.
Yeah. I think it was Backlash.
Yeah, it was Backlash. He beat him with
he beat him on. Oh, okay. I was thinking I thought he beat him on TV. Okay.
Yeah, and then the Brock was like, nah, and then AJ held that bitch for a year until Daniel Bryan beat him for it.
Got you. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Because that's when Daniel Bryan stomped him out and he turned heel.
Turned that bitch into a hemp title.
Yeah, the hemp title. That's when that shit came. Yep, I remember now. So our free agents, we got Baron Corbin, Brock Lesnar, Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali, Omos, Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, Elias, Von Wagner. A call up to be a free agent, and some shocking. Also, I thought this guy went to truck driving school. Zion Quinn is a free agent.
Wait, what?
Yes, Zion Quinn is a free agent, bro. You didn't know that?
Hell no.
Nigga, what?
Nigga, y'all ain't see how much I was slandering that shit? I was like, Zion, who? I said, this nigga, I was like, he ain't at Walmart right now?
That's insane. Does he know this?
This is official. I'm looking at it right here on the screen, bro. That's official. Like, I knew Von Wagner. Zion Quinn, they kind of snuck that. Because, matter of fact, they did that on Raw Talk. On Raw Talk, that's when they announced Zion Quinn was a free agent.
Hey, man. If what I'm thinking is going to happen, I'm going to be irritated as fuck.
Well, what's that?
Because I don't think, I know they built Solo as a monster, and he could probably watch both of the Usos by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
oh hell no!
Man.
Oh hell no! No hell no! No! And you got me fucked up. Chill. Nah, you tripping? I know they Samoan. You tripping, nigga? You tripping? Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no way. No way. Nah. No. Nope. Nah.
Yeah, whatever, motherfucker.
Yeah, you tripping. That nigga's gonna be back there working a hot dog roller.
Hey, look, man, you might see me with a bulletproof vest on, nigga, because niggas probably try to kill me for this shit, but I'm be like, nigga, I told you.
Man, that's crazy. That's
crazy. You just never know, man. We seen some weird.
You right. You never know. You never fucking
some
know,
weird
bro.
shit. I mean, like, and I'm thinking they about to repackage Von Wagner. They about to give him a whole new character because they actually about to turn that motherfucker face. That's the shit that's about to happen.
Von Wagner face.
Man, look, if you watch NXT, they've been going through like his family photos and shit. And I ain't know this shit, but I think I think he had like cancer or some shit as a kid or something like that because there was a picture of like a scar on his head or something like that. Like he had surgery, like sewing or some shit like that. So
Von Wagner not a talker though. Like he's not all right. Yeah, okay. Shout out to King Von Wagner. Not that Von. But yeah, that's the draft. We gave our thoughts on that. I guess we can hop into AEW this week. I mean, I don't give a fuck, man. Fuck this shit. it was a tag team with Cassidy, Bandino, Roger Strong, Adam Cole. They beat Jericho and all that bullshit again. Saraya beats Willow Nightingale. I didn't even watch this shit this week. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. The rest of this shit, I didn't even know no point talking about that shit. But anyway, if you want to know what happened on AEW, I hope you DVR'd that shit. Go watch that bullshit. Anyway, we gave enough AEW praise at the beginning of this episode anyway, so fuck all that. I only have a 1 AEW praise quota right now.
Jesus Christ.
That's it. So Backlash predictions. Y'all want to tap into that real quick before we get the fuck up out of here?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
So let's look this card real quick. We got Dame Priest versus Bad Benito. I'm guessing that's probably gonna be your main event because I mean, look at them; they at the top of the fucking card, bro.
I mean, yeah, they should be. I
think so too.
Yeah. On that one, I'm probably gonna give it to Bad Bunny because, yeah, I just think like they're gonna send fans home happy and shit. So go ahead and have the Megastar beat Damian Priest, but it's gonna be a lot of shenanigans in that match, though. It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Because this is like a Puerto Rico street fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and bro, I don't know if y'all was paying attention. I know y'all probably watching SmackDown last night, but bro, when Bad Bunny came out, dog, that fucking arena, the roof came off that bitch.
Yeah, crazy, Paul. You can't even hear his music.
Yeah, that and the energy that's gonna be in there tonight is gonna be insane, bro. So you got these two Puerto Rican gentlemen, like putting on for their country. So that's gonna be really dope.
My boy said who gonna pull out the knife first in this match. So
probably my money's on Damian Priest.
Yeah, he look like he keep it. He looked like a killer. Like he got a butterfly. He can't shoot a basketball for shit, but
Hey, I heard about. I didn't see it, but I heard like they was like, "Yo, he shot a basketball mad filthy." Like,
that shit was crazy. But you gotta think about it, bro. He is Puerto Rican, but he a Puerto Rican wall runner too. So
yeah,
he wanted them gothic motherfuckers. So he definitely don't know how to play basketball. He wanted them big Jinko Jean niggas.
So he shot the ball from behind his head. Is what you telling me? Like he pulled that bitch up from his back.
You call this nigga a South Pole All-Star, dog.
South Pole All-Star is crazy.
Shit.
Said that man Damian Priest was rocking South Pole, bro.
Yeah, he definitely had the dragon shirt, the silk dragon shirts back in the day for sure.
Definitely.
Oh, the silk fate Dragon Ball Z shirts.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. But yeah, that's gonna be a dope match. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Concert like level energy for that match. Also we got the triple that we was talking about before with Bronson Reed, Austin Theory, and Big Bob Lashley. What y'all got?
I got Lashley, and you already know Bronson Reed taking that pin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he's eating that pin. You're not pinning Austin Theory in this match.
Yeah, I got Lashley in this one. I think they're gonna have Lashley run with that bitch, and I think what they're gonna end up doing is having Lashley feud with Solo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see that too. Yeah, Bob is my pick on that too. I think Bobby's gonna get that US title. A match with no build whatsoever, but I know it's going to be great because Seth Rollins can dance with a broom. That's Seth versus Almost.
Almost eating another pin, dog.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna eat another pin, man. I don't see Seth losing this shit, especially if he's gonna be in this tournament, dog. So
yeah, he's taking an avalanche stomp. Actually, he's gonna get the avalanche.
All right,
stomp.
This is what's gonna happen. So Almost gonna win this match.
Oh wow.
He gonna win it cleanly because the consolation prize gonna be that title. And you gotta be honest, man. What happened in this match really don't matter if Seth gonna get that title in a couple weeks.
True.
Niggas ain't gonna remember this loss.
Yeah, they not.
And then they could come back down the line and almost be like, I beat you already. Give me my title shot. And then Seth could beat his ass there.
Yep.
Yeah, it sounds like some great Khali shit. So I can see that.
Yeah. Except I'll give Almost a little more credit because Almost can move a little better. I can't say that. He can move a little better than that. Like I think he can make this. Seth is gonna make this a lot more entertaining than what you know, what it looks like on paper. But I wouldn't be surprised. Like honestly, yeah, I can see like what Amp said. I think I could see that too. Cause it could be one of them wins that almost got on under his jacket right now. He'd be like, yeah, I beat Seth, so give me a title shot. You know, when that time comes. And almost been losing a lot. Like when the last time he won? Outside of beating jobbers.
That's a good question.
Like he lost to Brock at Mania, and I mean he lost to Bobby at Mania last year, so it's just kind of like I don't know.
He lost to Braun. He ain't won no big matches yet.
Yeah, he ain't won because he lost to Braun in Saudi.
Shit, y'all got a point. This could be the one for him.
Yeah, it might be. It might be that one. It might, and you know, Seth is the worker. Like he'll be like, all right, bro, I'll lay down for this. Like Seth will lay down for anybody. So it is what it is. First women's match. Io Sky versus Bianca Belair.
Bianca.
Yeah. I think Bianca's winning this too.
It's gonna start the feud with what's gonna start like lighting the fuse for Io and Bailey.
Yeah. Also, I think like I think last night Bailey said, because this might be a add-on to Backlash tonight. I'm not sure, but Bailey said that her and Dakota is going to face off for the women's tag titles regardless of not being on the show. I don't know. So I'm not really sure where that goes there. But yeah, I do believe this is the beginning of that rift within Damage Control that's going to eventually break them up. I think Io's going to put on the show tonight. Yeah. The other women's match, Rhea versus Zelina Vega. Zelina is going to lay down in front of her countrymen tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an ugly situation, man. Yeah, that's gonna be disgusting, man. They might even throw the flag. She might rip the flag in front of everybody.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be wild. I mean, wasn't Dominic already ripped up the LWO shirt last night?
Yeah, they was about to whoop, man. That he talking about some boy. Somebody got some heat out there, boy. Shit.
Yeah, man.
You couldn't even hear that motherfucker talk.
Yeah, that Dom heat is real. That shit is real, for real. 6-man tag, and hopefully this is the last time we ever see these people in the ring together for a very long time.
Please, God, please.
Matt Riddle with Sami Zayn and KO versus the Usos and Solo Sikoa. Please wrap this shit up.
Shit, I got Team White Boy gonna win that one. So
you say Team White Man gonna win that?
Definitely.
Yeah, I got them too because I think Solo. You know what? I'm gonna throw a rabbit in a hat, and I'm gonna say Roman is actually gonna be in the building tonight, and him and Solo gonna put the beast on the Usos.
That would be interesting. You know,
I just had an inkling that he's probably there.
Man, Roman's somewhere with his family right now on an island.
He probably is. Yeah, look, listen, Roman got 5 kids, bro. Him and his wife got 5 kids, bro. That nigga taking them on vacation right now. You like?
I'll be back Friday. You guys are good.
Good. Matter of fact, because he comes back next Friday on SmackDown. But yeah, the Usos are getting the belt put on their ass tonight. So yeah. I see it. It's been built.
Their brother gonna have that tape on that thumb. He's about to get both them niggas up out of here.
Yeah, he about to tear their ass up.
That nigga gonna be like, I'm the big brother now.
So that's that. And finally, I don't see this main eventing. I think this might actually open the damn
It's
show.
gonna definitely open the show.
Because Brock gonna want to get the fuck up out of there. So Brock Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes in a grudge match.
Cody losing.
Yeah, I got Cody. I got Brock putting. Actually, I think Brock is gonna end up winning by stoppage. He's just gonna beat the dog shit out of Cody.
I see that. That's gonna be a disgusting too.
I don't even feel right predicting this match. I'm gonna be honest. Brock gonna watch him, but like, nigga, who gonna win this bitch?
That's what I said. That's the reason why. Like, I don't think it's coming down to a 1, 2, 3 pin. Like, I don't see that. I think I think it's gonna be close to like how you remember when Randy and Brock did SummerSlam.
It's gonna be a stoppage. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like a bloody stoppage type.
And
shit.
like, and Cody gonna be that type of motherfucker. Like, you remember how you did Randy? Do it 10 times worse.
Yeah, like Cody, exactly. You know, Cody gonna bleed. If you tell Cody he can bleed, he gonna bleed. So
between him and Moxley, man, well, Moxley bleeds the most. So
yeah, Moxley just do that shit for no fucking reason. Cody actually does it for like a reason. Like
Moxley sneeze hard, nigga. He busts his head open.
Yeah, Moxley gonna do that shit against a jobber on a random Wednesday. It's just like why? Like, why are you bleeding? But
yeah, I knew that. I knew he had a mental illness. He would bleed on a house show. I was like, all right, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't know what his issue is. Like that dude, it's just like, bruh. Like that, I mean, he bleeds in matches with no heat. Like there's no heat in any of these matches that he bleeds in. It's like, bro, you can at least save it for a pay-per-view, at least. But whatever.
Man, probably got hepatitis C out there, man, over there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that shit nasty. I'll be like, man, I don't want to work with this nasty ass nigga, bro. But yeah, that's our backlash card. Yeah, Cody Rhodes about to get them beats put on his ass tonight by Brock Lesnar. He got to whoop that ass.
That shit might open the show.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I think that's gonna be our show opener for sure.
I just hope you don't Bob Holly the motherfucker, dog.
It's either that's gonna be the show opener or probably the 6-man tag could be. I don't. Well, yeah, the 6-man tag could be.
Nah, you know what, low key, I think the 6-man tag gonna come before the main event because I think a big angle gonna happen tonight with that shit.
Yeah, so. Yeah, before because Bad Bunny and Preach to close this bitch out. They should
because I think there's gonna be a lot of heat on Solo tonight, dog. So
yeah, that makes sense to me too. And then you're gonna have the Judgment Day involved in that too, and the LWO. So you gotta close that right.
Is this the first ever all Puerto Rican main event ever?
I think it is. I think so. Because the last show that was in Puerto Rico it wasn't December to Dismember. Was it? Fuck, what was that show?
Well, I'm talking about like the niggas in the match, like
yeah, like all Puerto Rican. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely. Because Savio Vega wasn't getting no main event.
Yeah, Savio Vega wasn't. Carlito didn't go against another Puerto Rican, so not in no main event.
If they want to be real, nigga, they need to have Fat Joe come out there.
Oh wow.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Yeah, that'd be something crazy.
They need to have Fat Joe out there, and you know what I'm saying, just start some shit. You know, keep the bullshit going.
Yeah, but that right there, that's Backlash predictions. That's really the whole fucking show, man.
You see that Psycho Sid face right there?
Yeah, I did. Like, I'm like, hold on, this shit's still on the screen. I forgot.
Oh, that nigga, man. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? This episode is gonna be up come Monday, so then by then you'll know what's happening with Backlash, what happened, and all that shit, and how Raw is gonna shape up because all those drafts go into effect beginning Monday night. So and then we get the World Heavyweight Title tournament kicks off. So it's gonna be a really good thing to look forward to. Shout out to the homie Amp for coming through, dog.
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all bringing me on.
For sure, man. Absolutely. So, like, of course, like, I don't know if our listeners or a lot of them are privy to, like, exactly who you are and everything, but if you want to plug all of your shit, like, have at it, bro.
Okay, yeah. Just follow me, Ampaveli, on all social medias. Check out my podcast, Random Acts of Podcast. We drop new episodes every Thursday. Earlier that, if you tap into the Patreon. But, hey, man, I just want to thank y'all for bringing me on. I had fun today.
For sure. No doubt. It's the first of many, honestly, bro. We're going to bring you back, definitely. Of course, man. Because, again, you don't get to talk about wrestling all the time. So I know you'd be like, yo, I got to get my shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we definitely going to bring you back on. Like, again, like, shout out to our brothers over at Random Acts Podcast. Shout out to Joe. Shout out to Devin. Is Devin back? Because, goddamn.
He a attraction. He the almost of the RLP.
Oh, okay. So Devin Brock Lesnar. He's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Shout out to Devin.
Low key, that sounds like G on my shit. Low key.
Right.
Yeah, G is the attraction at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, but shout out to the homies over there, man. For sure. But with that being said, do we got anything coming up?
Well, we're gonna make an announcement. A big MKU announcement.
Oh yeah. Well, that's incoming soon. Also check out MKU episode 20. I popped up on there finally. Actually, this time I don't have to talk about wrestling. Thank God. So I popped up on MKU 20.
Yeah, that shit was goofy as fuck.
Yeah, it was a mess, but it was a good show. It was a good show. But yeah,
man, look, that nigga G and that designer shit, dog.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Man, that nigga was tripping on that one. Kurt too, and that nigga said that. You know what? Never mind.
Yeah, just listen to the episode.
Yeah, I'll go check that out.
Yeah. But with that being said, you said what?
We gotta have Amp on there too, man. I don't know if he ready for some of the takes we be having on that shit, man. You know, age, really the shit Asia be saying. So you gonna probably be looking at her like, the fuck is you?
But you know, it's Amp though. Amp.
Oh, nigga, I say
Amp
crazy
a different
shit.
beast, bro.
She said some wild shit on that motherfucker. I'll tell you when we close this shit out, man. But she said some wild shit on that motherfucker. That nigga like niggas walk out the room when she said that shit. So.
Oh wow.
Nigga, you remember? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah.
But yeah, with that being said, yo, I'll get at y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Peace. Thank you for listening to Midcarders and Catering, a weekly podcast focused on pro wrestling. Midcarders and Catering is produced by Amir Johnson. Written, researched, and hosted by Amir Johnson and Anthony Page. Original score by Justin Motizzi Ward and Aaron A. Train Fuller.